I said we gotta move on. We gotta get better for next year.
We bet, yes sir. We bet, yes sir.
The Ravens, you're gonna have to get better.
They absolutely dismantled the Baltimore Ravens, and it wasn't even close.
Are they a contender?
We've been bleeding together, we've been sweating together, we've been aching together, we've been doing it all together, bro.
This is the last thing the AFC wanted to see was the Ravens find their mojo.
You hear that, world? It's a game of emotions. Let your emotions roll.
The end is coming, but we're here to stay.
Touchdown, Ravens! And here comes Lamar Jackson. It is gone!
Every single drop. Right next to you.
He was rolling for the touchdown! And going to the house. Touchdown! Mark Andrews! Touchdown! Come on! Ain't nothing give everything earned. The Hayes in the barn, and the Ravens are in the playoffs.
Yo, what's going on? Sunny here with another video. Look, I'm usually make my own, pre-intro video, but this was such well done by the Ravens media. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for everything you guys do. It was awesome. It gave me goosebumps. I've been watching this video a bunch of times. It still gives me goosebumps. It's an amazing video. Love it. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to here in beautiful United Kingdom where we're going to another shutdown. Thank you for that. My time in Europe has been behind walls basically. But anyway, it is what it is. Stay safe, everybody over there. Shout out to Asmodeus, Aaron, 12, Jorge Lopez. Let me see here. Mary, Baltimore Boy, Paul Meck, Jason Moyers. Email. Shout out to all you. I will be putting calls today, so if you want to call, please send me a text. Not a call, just send me a text, and I'll put you in the queue. I'll put the phone lines later, so you can add that. Roberto Gates, shout out to you too, man. Because whoa, here Roberto says something that's very important. Yesterday was the closest to a complete game that the Ravens have played this season, and they can still get better. Look, Bengals put 6 points in the whole year against the Ravens, which is crazy. It is crazy. David, shout out to you. Matthew Fortuna, Andrew Sequeira, shout out to all of you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Don't forget to hit that like button if you can very quickly, if you do me that favor. Look, thank you also for the people that are texting. I'm putting a queue together for your calls. Okay. Yesterday's game, guys. What a game. I mean, what a game that not meaning like Browns, Ravens game. That was such a great game back and forth. It was what a game. The domination from the Ravens. It was such a beautiful thing. Look, the game starts, we go field goal. And I'm like, oh man, a field goal. And we were driving, obviously, fluker and whatever. After that, we come back, boom, touchdown. We come back, boom. I mean, it was great. The touchdown in second quarter, I think it was. Ravens had the ball for almost 9 minutes, or it was over 9 minutes. The defense was fresh, which pissed me off when the defense came back after that. It was giving yard. I'm like, yo, people, you should be fresh. What up? What's going on here? Come on. Anyway. The Ravens dominated. Lamar. Look, the first deep pass to Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown needed to make that catch. And I tweeted about it. I was like, oh, my God. Here comes Hollywood again, bro. Here comes Marquise. Then, obviously, he had a pretty good game. Let me go back to the stats so I can not misquote anything here. But overall, he had a decent game. Where's this stats here? Yeah, I was sad that we did it for 40 though. Lamar 10 for 18, 113 yards. So passing, it was efficient. That pick, it was bad at the ball. No, I will say something. In that series, that pick, he got the ball better in the play before, and there he's trying to pass the ball. I'm like, dude, like literally, you had nothing. You can just go and get this first down. If they're gonna give Lamar first down like that, we have to take it. Dobbins had a monster game, $160 with 2 touchdowns. Lamar almost 100 yards. He got over 60 yards. Even Ingram had a decent game, So all that good stuff. Huntley completed a pass, which whatever. So Hollywood had 5 catches, 41-yard, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. Not the stat sheet that you want for the type of receiver he is. He's a receiver that is a big play receiver, right? You want him to be averaging around 10 yards, a minimum 10 yards. He averaged 8.2. What I want is for Hollywood to average myself 10. The catch for Boykins, amazing pass, a beautiful dime, amazing. I've been saying, if you follow this channel for a while, one thing from receivers, this is my criticism for receivers, don't let the ball come to the chest. That's what Hollywood does, which drives me crazy. In that play, Boykins, all hands, secure, touchdown, done with it. And as soon as he saw that, you know what it was coming. It was an ass whooping. Somebody here said, he's my new guy, David. Shout out to you. Thank you for your donation. He's my new guy. Tristan Colon Castillo, Boricua. Shout out to you. Hopefully, look, I wrote to this guy. Hopefully, I can have him in the channel. I think actually the Ravens O-line is set for next year. I know we were worried, but Powers has been amazing. Tristan has been good in 2 games, and he's a backup center. Macari has been good. So he will be the starting next year. But a guy that I will be fine if they kick him out, Bozeman, I don't think he's that good on the left tackle. I'm okay if they want to kick McCarty in the left guard and put Tristan there as center. I doubt it because Harbaugh is very, 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 very loyal to his guys, which drives me sometimes crazy because sometimes the best opportunity is a change, which we did with Ingram. I was surprised about that. We have been doing it with Jahad Ward, which I love. Jahad Ward, he had another strong game. The stat sheets won't show it, but he was involved in a bunch of plays. That D-line was balling. I love it. Sorry about that. Let me see here. Let me go with a couple of comments real quick. I guess Andrew's saying the Titans and Ravens 42-21. That's big. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Aaron says Lamar getting revenge. And here's the score prediction. Please hit that like the Nemo said. Look, I'm going to be putting a video tomorrow with a behind enemy lines. My guy, which it was my first behind enemy lines way back when I started the channel. Not way back, 2 years ago. It was the first behind enemy line was 2 years ago on the start of the season. He'll be in the channel. I thought not doing it live. I want to make it a video. It's going to be more with stats and all that. So stay tuned for that video. Should be dropping in tomorrow, okay? Oh, yeah. Lamar owns the no doubt. For those of you that like baseball, remember when Pedro Martinez said, I just need to call the Yankees my daddy? Yeah, so next time the Bengals come to M&T Bank Stadium, all I want to hear is, who's your daddy? That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. Here from Gomez, shout out to you, bro. I agree, but if the run is working, keep it going. Yeah, no, I agree. Like right now, you pound that rock. You pound the rock. You punish him. Again, second quarter. And this will be key. It's one of the things I'll be talking about tomorrow. But second quarter, that drive, 9+ minutes, that is critical against Tennessee. You know why? Because the defense will be taking a toll against King Henry. Gives him time to reload. So, key portion is of effective running. You can't stop this running attack right now. It looks so much 2019 Ravens. I want them to keep going. So here from Tanya Bowman, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. We need to continue to do what is working. Run game with play action. Stick to our identity. That's what wins us games. Don't want to see none of the nonsense they did in the other playoff. I agree. I was there in that playoff game, and I think I was pissed off that even when we were down, that we abandoned the running game so fast. I was just upset in that game. I don't want to remember that game. Here's a question. Who would you rather have? Josh Bryant? Oh, come on. Ward all day. Bynes was good, but the linebacking core that we had is pretty decent right now. Not decent. It's good. Really good. Ford is actually a linebacker 3. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Board, which I don't love Board, but Board has been taking a lot of snaps from Ford. So right now it's PQ 4, not 4. I said Board, then Ford, and then all the way to number 4 is Harrison. So that's your order right now in the depth chart, at least in snaps, because Harrison is not getting any. I agree with this. The mentality this year is different. I hope the game plan goes with it. This team has been proven. This team is relentless. This team is more battle tested. Last year we rolled through so many teams. This year hasn't been as much as a cakewalk. We need to go around the ball down the throat, run them out of this stadium. I agree with you. And this game is in Tennessee, which is kind of a little bit change of scenery. So let's go back to a couple things of the game. Allen looked lost. Brandon Allen, coming from a huge game against the Texans, he looked lost. And it's funny because the Texans and the Bengals were there, right? Knotted up. And the Bengals barely beat them, but they beat them. And then on the other side, the Texans, I mean, they let that game go away. But Titans and Texans, it's critical that we see that the Titans right now are struggling so much in defense. So this game for the Ravens coming up next week, it has to be our offense. Our offense has to put at least 40. And it's not because our defense cannot contain things. It's because the Titans' defense is so bad that you should be putting around 40. So, but yeah, I mean, there was a couple on the rushing side that we, at the end of the game, on the fourth quarter, that got, some decent chunk of games. I didn't like that play. I know that it was called OPI, but on Higgins, that was too easy for catch. And then Higgins ran after the catch. Obviously got called back. After that, it looked like the team just crumbled. The team for the Bengals just crumbled after seeing Higgins go down. And oh my God, they wanted to force that touchdown. That's serious. They wanted to get AJ Green the touchdown so badly. They kept forcing it. We got 2 PIs, very questionable. The one on Avery was very soft. The next one was even softer on Peters. Peters was hot. And then Peters obviously said, like, okay, you guys just want to give the touchdown. He knew the pass was going to AJ Green. Pick. Let me see some other questions here. Antonio Smith, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Do you feel the need? Do you feel we need to throw the ball to Des more in the red zone? Not if he's scoring a touchdown. And this week's game, I mean, Hollywood got the touchdown. That was fine by me. This would get his opportunities. I don't want to force feed no one, guys. I hate when I see Lamar force feeding Hollywood. I don't want to force feed no one. If the guy's open, you throw it to him. Even Mandrews, I felt like we didn't force feed him. You don't need to. If they're gonna leave Des open, sure, but not to force feed. Aaron, I don't know, man. Look. Obviously we have ASNR talk tomorrow. Shout out to everybody that will join that tomorrow. But the reality is the Browns should have thumped the Steelers team. They should have thumped the Steelers yesterday. Gets me worried that they couldn't thump them. Are they gonna beat them? Sorry, I'm not even talking about the offensive side. Actually, the other way, the defense, right? The Browns defense. The Browns defense actually played fairly decent. They're going to get some pieces. The Steelers will get some pieces back. Big Ben and the O lines and all that. So let's assume that that's going to be fairly a watch. On the other side, the Browns offense should have torched that Steelers defense. That Steelers defense was the second, third teamers. So I don't know, man. Before that game, I would have bet the Browns would have won back-to-back games. I don't know. Feels like the Browns after the Ravens loss have not been the same team. Like they were coming scorching hot against the Ravens, right? Ravens put a stop into that. Then after that, they barely beat the. Before I say it, New York team. Where is it? Come on, yeah. Oh no, they beat New York solidly for 20-6. I thought that game was close. It could have been that they put it away. They lost to the Jets, and yes, they beat the Steelers, but that wasn't convincingly. They wasn't. I hope the Browns beat the Steelers. Look, somebody asked me, and shout out to him if he's watching this later. Somebody asked me what path do you want, or maybe I offered the path that I wanted. Was I want Titans, beautiful, Chiefs, and the Bills. And then give me Green Bay or the Saints. So, because when we take it all, and this is not going to be easy, I'm not guaranteeing no victories here. Because we're going to be underdogs. I'm actually surprised that we were not an underdog for this game, but we're going to be underdogs on the rest of the ones that I'm saying. When we win it all, there's going to be no doubt. Oh, man, that Ravens game went against their arch nemesis in the Titans to beat them twice, one in the playoff. Then they're going to go with my homeboy and a team that we haven't beat. Boom, another victory. And then, that Buffalo team is scorching hot. Nobody can seem to beat them. They're a Hail Mary away from being I don't know how many wins and losses. And then, Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees, one of those two is going to make the finals. Drew Brees before retiring, or Aaron Rodgers, second Super Bowl appearance. Boom. I think Tampa might go. I don't know, man. I have no faith in Tampa. They could. Losing Evans, I think it's big. They're definitely winning this week, right? They're taking what? The Redskins? The Washington team. So they're definitely winning. Yeah. 192 per game. That's crazy. That's crazy stat, right? Here another question for Jason Moyers. Do you think Hollywood Brown could become a better version of Antonio Brown? Well, he needs to catch the ball better right now. He's dropping too many balls. His hands need to be consistent. We heard last year, he's injured. Yeah, he will be better. The drops concern me a lot. Goman says, you think this game we utilize Gus more? Last year, he only got 2 or 3 touches. Also, Henry got to the third level a lot. Do you think we can handle our physical linebacking core? Look, think about the game that we played this year. We control Henry all the way to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, it looks like this team was just beat. The Ravens team. They were just done with this thing. So obviously King Henry started running better, but for 3 quarters, we had Henry for the most part under control. That was without Calais. That was without Brandon Williams. Those two will be big. They need to control that line of scrimmage. And they hit Henry. PQ, Patrick Queen, has to have a big game. He needs to come and hit Henry hard before he has the full head of steam. Grammy Intellect, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Not Holly, and then Brandon Lewis says, "Not Holly, we don't have AB hands." And Green says, "Just join." How do you like? Look, I've been saying for. Let me put that question. Sorry, I've been saying for in the case of Avery. Avery has been playing really good. I don't know what rate. Look, I know I do my segments, which this year I haven't done as much because of my moving and all that. And shout out to I have a guy questioning me why I haven't put as much content because the Ravens lost. No, it's not because the Ravens lost, guys. I have a decent setup with decent internet. But I digress. Avery is a guy that has been showing you a lot of potential. Avery was a 5th round pick, if I'm not mistaken. He's in his 3rd year. I don't know what Ravens fan expect for a 5th round pick. When we think about Marlon his rookie year, he was making mistakes. We think about Averett, people are like, oh my God, he's this dude is trash. No, he's a 5th round pick for a reason. And last year, you can see the progression with him. And this year, you can see the progression with him. I like him a lot. Right? Like, for example, he and Amon Marshall got drafted the same round, different years. Amon Marshall got a year later. Amon Marshall, first of all, you guys know I hate the pick of Amon Marshall, but he's been hurt. Can he be good? I don't know, but he's been hurt. Aaron, he's been hurt as well, not as much as Iman, but at least when he's on the field, you can see the progression. You can see how he has become a better player. Right now, I do think Jimmy Smith and Yannick would have played if yesterday's game would have been a playoff game. But right now, think about this. You go into the Tennessee game with Jimmy, Peters, and Humphrey, top 3. Behind them, Averett and Williams. I like that corner depth, right? Obviously, if people start dropping like flies, it's a different story, but I like that corner depth. I like this team is getting as healthy as it has been in weeks and in the right time. Think about your starting 11. Minus Esteban Young, if he was your starter, they're all there. Plus Yannick, right? Yannick Ngakoue wasn't there early in the year. But your 3D tackles or D linemen are there. You had Judah, you had Yannick, you have PQ, you have Ford or Board, whatever. You have your 2 safeties, and you're going to have your 3 corners. Minus Tavon Young. So this team is as healthy as it's been all year. The offensive side is a different story. But even in the offensive side, obviously Stanley's not there. But other than Stanley, the rest of the team is quasi-healthy, getting on the healthy on the right time. Yeah, I mean, this is my philosophy for rookies. First round, I need to see some sort of impact with mistakes in the first year. Second round, impact-ish. I'm going to expect more mistake, but in the second year for the second round, I want to see being a starter, being a contributing factor, and then the third round, I'm actually for the third round, essentially their third year is when I want to see them progressing to a starter level player, right? And then fourth and over, anything you can get with these guys are bonuses. Anything. Maybe this is a game that you have to make sure your D linemen are in check and your linebackers. So maybe he can be a thumper. So it all depends how he looks in practice. Let me say it like that. Oh man, he's my dude, guys. I'll keep saying this. Tristan Colon Castillo. He's my dude. He's Rican. He's my guy. Man, I don't even understand why they call that a non-pick. I don't know. I don't get it. That was such an easy call, but they have to be stupid like that and say that. Okay, so before I keep going, I have 2 people waiting to call. If you want to be part of the show, please text. Don't call. Text 443-292-2337. 443-292-2337. I'll text you back saying what position you are in the queue. Ronald Smith, hopefully. Henry has 50 yards through third, 83 yards in the rest. Got the defense 2 line back. Hold him to under. Again, if you think about that game was a game that I was happy how the defense looked, and then in the fourth quarter, it looked like they just got beaten down. Do you think Harrison will get more playing time for Run Support on Sunday? That will be a game, in my opinion, because Boer's not that physical. Harrison is more physical. You think we'll see LJ? Sorry. You think we'll see LJ and TH2 package in this playoff? I'm blanking. Be more Ravens, Gunny or Goonie. Can you explain what TH2 is? Because I'm blanking what TH2 is. And I'll address that question. Okay, let me go with the first caller. Nothing. Oh.
Dímelo.
Don Dímelo, what up, brother? Hold on here for just a quick second. Tyler Huntley, of course,
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley. No. That will be getting too cute in my opinion. Be more and Lamar doesn't need Tyler Huntley there. I mean, if you're beating them by a lot, maybe you go crazy and put a play like that. But nah, I want to see Lamar in control. Don't need him to take him out. So, okay, Dimelo, what up, brother? You saw the game. I know you're happy.
What's good? It's the lunch break.
Oh, that's right.
Hot take. The lunch break hot take, man. No, the first. Thanks a lot for letting me be on. Just a little rebuttal on that the route that you wanted us to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Joe Flacco had his run,
mm-hmm.
I think arguably he had one of the best runs to go through because he went through Luck, Peyton, Brady,
mm-hmm.
then but Joe didn't get any respect off of that. Look, Lamar's done back-to-back 1,000 yards. People still won't give him credit. I think he just has to get it through his head that the media or whatever will never crown him for anything unless he just has to just get the hardware on his own. Because they will never admit defeat on him. So your route on going through Tennessee, then Kansas City, and possibly the Bills, because I can't see Pittsburgh or the Clowns beating them.
Yep.
Let alone that. But hopefully it does let him solidify himself as a true quarterback. But I still don't think they'll give him credit, even if we do win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they'll just say, someone had an off game.
Yeah, no, this is for me. Not. I'm not even talking about Lamar. I'm just saying, if the Ravens as a team go through that path, they're gonna be crowned as the best team this year, no doubt, because you went through the toughest path. I'm not even talking about Lamar. I'm talking as the team. Because sometimes you're like, well, this team got a break here, break there. Nah, if you go, there's a possibility that you go Tennessee, Bills, and then Kansas City. Because if for some reason the Browns beat the Steelers, they could.
Oh, they'll go to Kansas City, right?
They go to Kansas City, and then we go to Buffalo because the Colts ain't beating Buffalo. Hell no.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There's not enough ice in Alaska.
Yep.
For that to happen. Yo, but big shout out to your boy Castillo, man, because he's obviously doing his thing. I really like how he's come up. And
we found a gem for next year.
Oh,
we found a gem for next year.
Yeah, I'm hyped for him. Freaking I love how Marcus Peters got that pick.
No,
I call it a petty pick, but it's because his football IQ was so high. He knew that ball was going to AJ, and he said, "Fine, you want to give him a nonsense flag? I'll just take the ball and let's get off the field." But it was beautiful. Now, yesterday's game was great. I just want I know people are getting crazy on this whole rematch thing. It's two completely different teams. We just got to go out there, play Raven football, and that's it. Don't go out there, throw 50,000 times for no reason.
Yep.
Run the ball down their throats and play hard, solid defense.
Yep.
60-minute football game. That's it. That's what we have to do.
Yep. And I think, like I said earlier, the running game will help our defense. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna throw a video with all this. I was expecting to record early in the morning, but now the lockdown, my girls will be here, so we'll see when I record. But yeah, man, I think this Ravens team offensively is a key because the Tennessee Titans defense is so bad. So they need to punish them, and they need to not take their pedal out of the gas. If they go and score 70 points, it is what it is. Don't hold back.
There's no running. Just keep going. The foot doesn't come off the gas, and just keep pounding on them, and that's it. Do those 12, 13-minute drives. Who cares if 17 play drives? I don't care how boring it looks. Play our style of football, and that's it. Don't buy into nothing else. What was the other thing I had? No, that was pretty much it. Wow. That was quick. No, but thanks again for letting me be on, man. You have a good night.
Yeah, man, no problem. Shout out to you. Thank you for calling. D-Mello here, guys. Thank you for him for calling. Let me go here with the next one. Hold on. You see, this is what happens when you don't have a producer. And not that I'm anywhere close to getting a producer, but
Hello.
yo, what up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I haven't talked to you in a little bit. I know you called last week, and I was having difficulties. I fixed all that stuff, so appreciate you calling back today, man. How are you doing? How do you like that game?
I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Can't wait for next week, honestly. Man, we're gonna go ahead and honestly, this is what I want to go ahead and touch about this real quick because there's something that I saw someone posting in their live stream. I want to say it was in Ravens, but there's something that I saw as far as playoff matchups go.
Okay.
And I personally love it. So the idea is that we beat Tennessee, we beat Kansas City, then we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers because we lost twice to them this year. And then when we go to the Super Bowl, I know it's not likely, but I want to beat Brady. So that way, when he's on his little quest, you can see everyone in the media, 7th ring, whatever. We take that away from him. I would love that.
So that would be the path that you like.
Personally, yes.
Okay. For that
then
path,
again, I'm a very vindictive person.
For that path to happen, obviously the Ravens will have to win, the Steelers will have to win, and then the Colts will have to win. No. You said you won the Chiefs in the second round?
I think we'll hit the Chiefs in the second round.
Okay.
If we can get the Chiefs in the third round.
Yeah, no, but so for that to happen, what happens is Ravens win, and Buffalo and the Steelers win. And then we played KC, and then the Steelers play Buffalo. Steelers beat Buffalo, we beat KC, and then we take the Steelers. And then Brady all the way. I think Go Man is saying Tampa Bay Lamar needs Brady. So he wants also Tampa. I don't know. I had no faith in Tampa, to be honest. I had no faith in Tampa or the Steelers. The other teams, yes, but none of those two.
Oh no, I don't either. I'd rather have it be that way though.
I got it. I think if we beat Buffalo, I think it's more of a statement because the Steelers, nobody has faith in the Steelers here. Remember when they were 11-0, people were calling, "Oh, this is one of the worst 11-0 teams in the history of the NFL." So there's not a lot of faith in the Steelers team. I thought they were going to lose this week, yes, but in the first round of the playoffs against Cleveland, but Cleveland has not looked sharp lately.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think that they will beat Cleveland, especially the fact that you're gonna be bringing back Big Ben. I don't know if they're gonna get the receivers back. I think they got the receivers back actually.
Yeah, they were there.
Came back for this game, right?
They were there. Yep, they were
there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Browns are about to get stomped. Sorry for any Browns fans who are in the live chat. Y'all getting stomped. There's nothing. There's no other things I could say about that. I mean, I think the Bills and the Ravens will be a really fun game. We got two teams that I think honestly I can't help but to think I feel like the Bills kind of resemble us back in a sense back in like our 2011, 2012 run.
Mm-hmm.
They remind me a lot of that because Flacco he had a really strong cannon, able to throw from basically end zone to end zone almost. And I think Josh Allen can do the same thing. There's a lot of resemblance to see there. And then the defense, I would say the defense for the Bills is probably a little better than the defense that we had back in our Super Bowl run, but they're not that different. So it'll be kind of fun to see it. It'll be kind of, to me, it will be like new school Ravens almost playing old school Ravens in a way. So that could be kind of fun. I don't know if you agree with that or not, with that statement, but that's just the way that I look at the Bills from my own opinion.
See, the problem is the Bills, and man, I don't want to pull stats now, but the Bills, as far as I remember, they're kind of soft against the running defense. Their defense in general, I had no faith. The offense is explosive. But I haven't seen Josh Allen playing in a bad football game, like bad weather football game. It could happen over there in Buffalo. And you will say, well, Sonny, yeah, but Lamar will be hard for him to throw. So, yeah, but the running game carries, right? From Lamar, from the running backs. So they have to be, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I can see Buffalo not making it all the way to the AFC Championship. They're a great team. I think they're 1 year away from being like contender for a Super Bowl. Definitely Josh Allen, a lot of growth.
You're definitely not the first person I heard that said that. And I think I got to agree with that.
Yep. So, but they're a dangerous team. Whoever they face, they're a dangerous team. You cannot take them lightly. I mean, they were what? They only lost 3 games. Let me see. Yeah. And one of the games was in a Hail Mary against the Cardinals. So they could have been 14-2. So I mean, all these teams are hard, guys. Think about this. In the AFC, the 7th seed is 11-5. So all these teams are at least 11-5. NFC is a little bit different. NFC looks to be a little bit softer. But here in the AFC, it's gonna be hard. Oh.
Yep. Sorry. I got sidetracked.
No problem.
So yeah, I mean, that's what I envision as what I would want. Personally, what I think is going to end up happening is that I think we're going to beat the Titans next week. We got the Colts playing the Bills, right? I think the Bills are going to win. The Steelers are going to win. Actually, I might end up playing the same way that I was thinking.
Yeah. You're basically taking all favorites minus Ravens on the road. All home minus Ravens on the road.
Apparently, based on betting pools, they're giving Ravens the edge.
Yep, 4.5 point, which I was surprised. Maybe we were minus 4.5. I would have thought we maybe be -2 because the home team usually gets 3. So that's telling you the biggest things we're over a touchdown better than Tennessee, which is a big spread.
Yeah, it definitely is. I definitely think it's interesting. I don't know if that's a reflection of how hot we've been, or maybe that's a reflection of how bad the defense is.
I think it's a little bit of both.
It's going to be an exciting game, I tell you that, and I can't wait. I don't know if it was you or if it was Duvo who said that they're looking forward to seeing the Ravens dancing on the logo and everything, kind of the same disrespect that they gave us this year. I kind of, to a degree, I kind of want to see that as well.
I know as a fan you want to see that, but I don't think Harbaugh will allow that.
No, he won't.
Although Harbaugh has beef, looks to me, with Vrabel. But still, I don't think Harbaugh will be like, yeah, go dance. I don't know who will be that player that like maybe Judon. Judon would be a guy that might do that, but I think right now you just need to be locked. If you dancing logos, leave that to Juju Smith-Schuster. You need to be locked in and be ready.
That's a good point. I agree with that.
Anything else?
I'm just hyped, man.
I know, bro. I know. Can't wait for this game.
I get some 2012 vibes. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, when I think about the way that this season went, and then I think about how 2012 went, I remember going into the 2012 season. I thought, oh, Ravens are the black. I always call them, they're my favorite because they're the dark horse. They're always under the radar. No one's ever going to be expecting them. It was painful last year when we lost to Tennessee. It was painful with the Billy Conduct miss.
Oh man.
And then when you think about how the way the season went, you know, we lost Ray Lewis, we lost Terrell Suggs, you know, we lost a lot of corner pieces on defense. And then they ended up starting to get healthy as we're approaching the playoffs. Versus this year, we lost a lot of people in defense. You're talking about Calais Campbell. We lost Marcus Peters for a bit, Jimmy Smith. Then we had the whole COVID ordeal. You know, it's kind of reminds me of when, and then we have like other players are going through different things, kind of like how Torrey Smith, when they were playing against the New England Patriots 2012, how he lost his brother in a car accident, and then he ended up balling out, getting like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
I remember that game.
So I get so hard 2012 vibes. It's insane. It's almost like deja vu. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Hey, in the Super Bowl, it's where?
I tell you what, it'll be something. It'll be some shit if it was if Kansas. I'm Raven. If you're all sorry, I'm not keeping it clean, but if you got it'll be some shit, right? If we beat Tennessee, which was kind of this equivalent of beating the culture of Andrew Luck, and then we end up going up into Arrowhead, kind of like how we went up to over to the Broncos Stadium and beat Peyton Manning. This time we're beating Patrick Mahomes. Oh man, I can't wait.
I can't wait either, bro. I cannot wait. I'm super hyped. I'm super stoked. I like this Ravens team, and I think we can do damage.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing.
True. Anything else, bro?
That's all, man. Thanks for having me as always. It's great to talk to you again. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I'm bringing the callers back. Like I said, my setup is almost finalized, but at least it's good enough now to have callers and have people here and with a decent quality. So I shout out to everybody that is keeping my channel, because I know my channel took a hit there because I had to pull away from it. So I appreciate it, man.
Anytime, man. You're a good dude. You stick around for good dudes.
Thank you, brother. Take care. Stay safe.
Take care.
And you know I'm here, says Mr. Ing Raven. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. That was perfect. Let me go with the final call for today. And with this, we're gonna roll. You can put some questions if you want. Tomorrow, AFC North Talk, 5:45 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget. It's gonna be good. Sup, AJ? Nope.
Man, what a season.
Hey, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good. Haven't talked in a while. Been busy. Been busy with life. I love not only with COVID, but I had virtual classes this year for college. And man, but I'm just so glad that we made it to the playoffs and we are ready to go.
Oh, I'm so pumped, man. I'm so pumped. What do you think about this last game? What do you think about the season so far?
Man, there's a lot of ups and downs. From Lamar getting COVID to losing to Tennessee again with the Derrick Henry touchdown. To just get either we kill an opponent or an opponent kills us.
Yeah.
Like for example, week 2 to week 3, we dominate Houston, and then Kansas City comes into town and reel it. But man, I am so pumped for this playoff run. We got Tennessee first. I did what we didn't do the last 2 times. Shut down Derrick Henry. Honestly, we gotta shut down Henry again. It seems like every single time we play Titans, it's always the same thing, and always the same thing afterwards. We don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that plays the Titans is what they say. Same thing with everybody that plays the Ravens. They all come out and say, like, we need to shut down Lamar.
Yep. It seems like every offense has that one player that they have to shut down. Bills, Josh Allen. Steelers, Big Ben. Got the Browns with Jarvis Landry, Baker Mayfield, or Nick Chubb. Pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
The Yeah, and that's really, I mean, dude, I understand why we're favored. However, I don't get why we're favored since we lost the last 2 times. But we are favored because we had the better defense. We had the better defense, but they probably had the better rushing attack. You know, we got three good rushers. They got 1 good rusher, but their 1 good rusher is probably better than all 3 of ours.
Yep. Yeah, I mean Henry. You can say that Henry's probably the best back, probably in the league, if not their top 2.
Yeah.
But the running attack that the Ravens will present is very different, very complex. Where Henry, the big thing is don't let him go full head of steam because now it's problematic. So that D-line has to come to. But like I was saying earlier, last time that we played them this year, we didn't have our 2 best D-linemen. And we contained him pretty good all the way to the 4th quarter where this defense was tired, taking a toll. And, you know, Henry did what he did to us. I was actually more discouraged with Lamar in that game because that defense has not been playing good. And after that defense has gotten worse. So Lamar has to come in and play a good game.
Yeah, we gotta go against probably the best running back in the entire league. It's not definitely up there with guys like Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, so we got to shut down Derrick Henry. Do what we did in the first half last time for the Titans. Because we were up 17-0. That's mainly because we were able to slow down Derrick Henry.
Yeah, because we saw him down.
And then we did that same formula this time around. This time with guys like Calais Campbell, so Yannick Ngakoue and Brandon Williams. We should be able to do it.
Yeah, no, this is as healthy as we have been since forever. So, I mean, it's gonna be a good game. Yeah, before COVID. Yeah. Like I said, basically you have your 11 starters for early in the year at Yannick, take Tavon Young away. So that's pretty good going to the first playoff game. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean the safety. The safety is probably our biggest weakness, but the Joker definitely has had a good season, and of course, Chuck Clark is still doing really good, even without Earl Thomas. Yeah, and then corner, we're probably getting Jimmy Smith back, so Humphrey, Smith, and Peters, the three-headed monster is back. So, do you think we should take the corner just as a reinforcement, just in case a guy like Smith and Peters gets injured?
Yeah, you're gonna bring 5 corners just in case, because I think what the Ravens will do is play a lot of bump and coverage, man coverage to help, right? So and then just try to get after Tannehill, Henry. Yeah, they want to get after Tannehill and Henry.
Yeah, and then Averett, I think, is coming back from IR as well. We're gonna get him back. So corner should be relatively healthy.
Yeah. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I think Jimmy and Yannick would have been playing this week, but it's I even think Marcus Peters probably could have played a couple weeks ago, but they didn't need him, so they say like, let's just get them healthy. That's why I said I think this team is as healthy as it's been for a while, which is great.
Yeah,
getting healthy at the right position.
I think Calais Campbell and Jimmy Smith and Marcus Peters, they probably would have played against the Giants, except for probably Smith. But we probably knew that the Giants weren't going to be that great, so we just rested most of those guys.
I agree.
Yeah. So I feel like the Ravens should do really well going into the playoffs. I mean, get Gus and J.K. Dobbins get it going early, and of course, the big 2 weapons have been Mark Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're getting Willie Snead back as well.
Yeah,
So
I
if
think
needed-
Snead should be. Yeah, should be. I think our injury report will be big, but for the game will be not very bad.
Yeah. So if Willie Snead back, that should help with the passing attack. Because Brown isn't that great if he's the only guy. However, there's a guy playing opposite of him, like Willie Snead or Devin Duvernay. Then that's when Marquise Brown gets going.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So that's probably the biggest need for our passing attack is that Hollywood Brown always had that reinforcement on the other side to get him going.
Yeah, but if he keeps dropping balls, the problem is then there's no respect. They say like, "Oh, we put him 1-on-1 because the dude might drop him, right?" Until he needs to catch it consistently.
Mm-hmm. And that's I wouldn't be surprised if he's like number 2 or number 3 on the depth chart next year, and we draft a guy that will be the number 1, and Devin Duvernay might be the number 2 next year. Be surprised if he drops on the depth chart.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. I think Hollywood has some potential, and then obviously he's Lamar's boy, but he needs to have better hands. He needs to be consistent. He catches the ball fairly well, but the drops drives me insane. Anyway, anything else, AJ?
No, other than the fact that the offensive line has been a big key piece recently. Even with guys like McCart getting injured, or Tristan Colon-Castillo had a really good game. And, and then with Stanley out, DJ Fluker has stepped up in that role.
Yeah, they basically are rotating, which I haven't seen that in forever. They're rotating right tackles every other play between Fluker and Tyree Phillips.
Fluker and Tyree Phillips, and then right guard is usually either Tyree Phillips, Matt Skura, or Ben Powers.
Yeah, Ben Powers been playing really good. Matt Skura should be inactive every game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Right guard is usually Matt Skura or Ben Powers, and either way, both have been playing pretty good there.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we should be able to do well. I feel like it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game, and it's going to be a big game. It's going to be similar to probably the playoffs last year against Titans. Heavily enforced on the rushing attack. Both teams are going to do really good in the rushing. Probably needs a team. I feel like it could be interesting between the two Browns, which Brown has a better game. Hollywood Brown or AJ Brown. I feel like AJ Brown might have the better game, but we should do well.
Yeah, as long as we get the W, I don't care. Do whatever we need to. We need to get the W. So we'll see. Anything else, bro?
Nope.
Well, thank you for calling. It's been a minute, so appreciate the call. Take care, brother.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Like I said, you can call in the future. My phone number, I always put it here. It's the phone number of the show, so you can text anytime, and I will reply to you when I have a chance. Also, don't forget to follow me YouTube, IG, Facebook, and Twitter, STG Sports. I try to do a live stream on halftime. Also, you will see I'm doing a live stream, pregame stream before the game. So check that out. It should be 11:30 this week again. So swing by if you have a shot. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you, everybody that's been here. Don't forget to hit that like before you go. Also, AFC North Talk tomorrow, 5:45 p.m. Eastern, on Thursday, 5:45 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell. It's a fun show. If you haven't seen it, it is a fun show. Very light, trash talking, but with respect. Go join us. It's very, very good. And again, thank you for this. Tomorrow, the video of the pregame should be dropping at some point. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'm waiting for my guy to do his behind enemy line so I can finish recording my section, and then we have this going. Anyway, thank you for joining this live stream. I appreciate it. It was fun. Thank you, everybody that was here. Thank you all for the comments or the questions. For the people that called, don't forget you can call on the next show. Take care. I'll see you next time. Peace out.